G'day guys, welcome back. It is the 14th of May. We are getting closer to finishing. So this morning, obviously filling this up and getting this down. I'm going to top the seeder up with fuel before it gets going. It's got about 30% left. And after that we'll get the truck all ready, and at some point this morning we'll go for a fill. It is a foggy morning this morning, although there's no fog here, but there's no wind, so Henry won't be spraying for a little bit. But I'll show you the map when I get back into the car, and I'll show you where we're up to, what we got left, and where Henry sprayed to. So Henry's still got a little bit before he needs to get spraying anyway. Alright, so you can see he's still got all this area here that Henry has sprayed out for him. Now this paddock is one that we have our run logo this way, then it switches. I'll get my finger out of the way and it goes the other way. So we've got that left, and then this is the last paddock just there. That is 405 hectares to go. So we are getting there. Only a few more days and it'll all be done. Filled up, ready to roll. He's got 48 hectares left on this tank. So what we're going to go do now, we'll go and fill the truck. So the truck is full and ready to go. And then I'm going to grab some points. Now we don't need to do a point change. There's no points on there that are needing changing. They are getting quite worn. And if we were in the dry, so a different year to this, we would be trying to chase moisture, and I've been needing to sink my points in even deeper. But thankfully, it's we've got all this moisture, so I don't need to do that. But yeah, obviously with having to sink deeper, because there is that wear on the point now. We're not at that original height that I set. I think it was H. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and grab 2 points. So I'm going to grab 2 of the Maxi points and 2 of the John Deere points, and I want to just put them side by side on a bar. And I want to just see how they're going to wear. Reason for it, and I think I'll be going Maxi Point in the future anyway, because Maxi Point were a hell of a lot cheaper than John Deere. But I just want to see how they wear. So the Maxi Point one, as you guys would have seen in the last couple of videos, whenever it was, it's quite a bit longer for the seed shank. So you're going to be digging harder with the seeder. Does that correlate to it wearing quicker? Who knows? And the seed one is both the exact same, so there's no difference on that. It's just the Maxi Point is straight and the John Deere one has got a king. So I want to just go and put them on and just have a comparison. We're about to go into a rocky part of this paddock. We've just worked out we've got about 650 hectares left to go, so 650 hectares on those points, it'll be a good wear. Well, I can't even think of the word now, but anyway, it'd be good to see the wear on both of them, and then I can make the decision for next year, because obviously all these new points will go onto this bar for seeding next year. So then I'm going to need points for next year, and I'll order them in time, in a timely fashion, and I just want to make sure I'm going to make the right call. The question is, I better get that brick out of there. The question is, will 650 hectares be that? I got a feeling it won't be. These bricks hold the tarp up, and obviously when it was pushed up, they must have just fallen down. But definitely don't want these bricks to go into my bin. It would spell disaster. So I have got 650 hectares to go. He's got 50 hectares left on board of his seeder, and I've got maybe, let's just say, 2 tonne left in the truck. So for 600 hectares, I need 48 tonne. So let's just say I've got, let's just say 46 tonne. I don't think that's 46 tonne. I really don't. Look, it's going to be really close. So you can see that 50 tonne mark up there. So Dad marked that back when we used to have the dividers in. So the concrete dividers that were on the back of the shed, around the back of the shed, that we used to go straight down in the middle here. we had urea on that side, and we had this stuff, the egg flow, on this side of the egg star. And when you look at it, so we've got our mark here. When you look going this way, and then you've got all that stuff there, and then if you grab all this stuff and then put that on there, it is going to be to the point where I think we'll just do it, but also we maybe might not. Thankfully, Will has got, they've got extra, so along with stealing his wheat, if I need to, I'm able to go and steal his last little bit of fertilizer as well. Okay, let's do a fill. So we'll call that 2,000. So we're doing a what do I still need to get up to 11,000? I think so. I think I still need to do 11,000 brews. So we'll do a 100 hectare brew, so 9,000 litres of flexi ends going in. Makes it nice and easy for math. I've been thinking about my scud, so that just there, and how I would do it next year and what I could do to improve it. So I was saying to you guys, if I made it all up on a frame and just plumb this into the back here, then that means it's not making a big splash everywhere like it's doing at the moment. I also had the idea of maybe I do a Venturi system of plugging this hose here into the flexi end hose and have the flexi end always sucking in, and then I'm just sucking in my little products with it. I've had another idea very similar to that. Now the only issue is the Cruiser Opti, because that is, well, most likely I can't get it in a shuttle, so it's going to be coming in these 10 litre drums. So I'm still going to have a hopper. But I was thinking, with this, it does pump quite fast. What if I had this plumbed into the flexi end there, and then I just, instead of using the shuttle up on top here and sucking in that way, these have got micromatics on the top. So that's, well, actually they don't have micros, but you just get a pipe and just suck it straight out of that, and then just suck it straight in along with the flexi end, and then it's just going in with the flexi. I feel like that's maybe a better option. Just that way it's just one hose, but then I'm not too sure what I do with my cruiser. But you guys have seen how quick this scud goes when it gets rolling. To suck in 9,000 litres does take quite a little while. This pump, even though it's 3 inch, does take a little while to suck it in. I think I'd have enough time to suck all my chemical in as I did it. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do next year, but that's just one of the thoughts rolling around. Oh, I need my ute. That's one of the thoughts rolling around in my head. But yes, I still need my ute. What have we got? 600 hectares to go. That's 6 fills to go. I'm just going to keep using my ute. I can't be bothered trying to rig up a battery that is flat and sort that out. So we're just going to keep using my ute with the jump leads and doing it dodgy that way. But yeah, let us know what you reckon, guys. How would you best do it? Would you stick with what I'm doing, but make up a better hopper? So get a decent hopper from town and plumb the scud into there, and then that way I can still do my 10 litres. Or would you maybe do a Venturi system, or even do a Venturi system with the hopper? We could figure that out and make that work. Or do we just sort of stick with what we're doing? Or do we plumb it into the hose? I don't know. Let us know. One of the main reasons, or one of the main positives out of using these Enviros over a shuttle is when I'm doing 40 litres, I can get it precise. So you can see there's 2 litres above. So this is at 102 litres. Now you wouldn't be able to tell what that is in there, and you're only using these little gauge indicators. This is more for bulk. So I'm able to go down here and go, yep, I can go 2 litres above my 60, and bang, there you go. I can suck the exact amount out instead of in the shuttle, we were just getting such a random thing, which is where this is going to come in just so handy. I'll show you guys again using it. I'll get my all my insecticide in and fire it up and we'll get rolling. Okay, so again, I've put my insecticide in so that now the hose is full, and then hopefully the pump doesn't have so much effort that it needs to do to start drawing. Now I've also changed, I've flipped this up that way to make my hose in a bit longer, and as you can see I've left the hose in so that the hose is now a bit further down so it doesn't make such a mess, because as you can see it was just splashing everywhere with the speed that it goes. So we'll get this cranking and then we will start our scud up when that starts going down, which will be very shortly I'd imagine. So it's going down now. I'm going to start the scud. So that's a diaphragm pump, sucks out all the air so you get your liquid, and then very shortly it's going to start bringing liquid in. Right, oh hang on, crap. Oh, it also helps when you click it in, guys. Make sure you click it in. That's a number one. Right, so our pump is just taken, I can hear that. This is just taken, we can hear that. And we're going to have yellow starting to mix in with that red. That's much better, it's not splashing everywhere now. Now, this is a bit hard to see, so we'll get our torch. We'll put that on. And we can see our level is here. Still fairly good on there. Pump's sort of keeping up. There we go, now our pump is really going. I'm going to slow that down a little bit, just so it doesn't start sucking air. So we're just here on our level. The pump has caught up to us. It's a cold morning. This stuff is all so thick. But yeah, you get the idea, guys, and it works brilliantly. I'm very impressed with it. Just need to figure out a better system for next year on how we do this to be more efficient and not so messy. I was nearly about to start it. Can you see what's wrong? The tarp is still on. I definitely don't want to repeat of last year, accidentally putting grain on the tarp and having to shovel it off. Look at what a difference having clean windows makes. You can actually see the bin up there. And I hope you guys appreciate it, because I busted my bloody knee again. I smacked my knee, my sore knee, into the damn corner there. It was very painful. I nearly spewed from it. It was unbelievable pain. Anyway, finally washed the windows. It's been irking me for so long. But I finally did it. That's still got, I don't know, about another 3 or 4 bucket loads, but Chris just gave me a call. We have had another SCV do a seal. So I don't know what AFCRI were doing to these bloody things, but anyway, lucky I've got a seal kit. So I'm just going to grab myself my points here and we're going to head out. So just as a reminder, that one there is the John Deere point. Maybe I'll put it on that so you can see it. And that one there is the Maxi point. It comes with a liquid tube, and when you line them up bolt hole for bolt hole, you can see there's a bit of a difference when it comes to shank angle and shank depth. So this is why I would like to get it out there and just see how this one is going to perform. And honestly, if this one was to wear better and last better, I'd stay with those. but these are a lot cheaper, and I hope that these are just as good. So the handy thing about the scan tablet is I can just quickly jump on and see where he is, so I know which way to go. Otherwise I would have gone the whole long way around and gone to there. So I can take the shortcut route and get straight to him. So as you can see, we've got oil everywhere. We're just going to run it just so we can see where it's coming out of. Chris thought it might have been coming out of the crimp, and if it is, that's not good. So we're just going to see. Yep, ready to go. No, it's shooting out of there, which I think is where we did last time. Yep, all good. Quite a bit of oil coming out of that, as you can see. Rightio, we'll get that fixed. Right, this is our O-ring that's gone, but it seems to be a lot thicker than the ones that I've got here. This is the one from John Deere. So yeah, I'm going to take apart another one and just see what it is, and then if it is just a normal O-ring, I've got heaps. I've even got some in the car here. I've got heaps back at the shed, so we'll just see. Going off the what was on the other one, we just got a basic O-ring out of my kit. So we'll wait for the track to warm up and we'll see how it goes. Well, so good so far. Tines are all in the ground and we've got pressure going down to them. Yeah, I think we're good. Can you lift them up and we'll do those points? We'll see how that goes. We'll keep an eye on it. We're going to change these points now. So this is giving us an idea of how a point change is going to go and how long it's going to take us. The seed is not so bad, but here, that's only done by a spanner. We can get the wrist breaker onto that one there, but yeah, the other ones we can't. Got that one off. Now we're doing this one. Now one thing I'm finding is that there is actually 3 different depth holes here, so you can lower your seeding shank to go even deeper if need be. Looks like they were in the middle ones, so we'll stick with the middle ones. So the difference between this one, which is the Maxi, and this one, which is a John Deere, is see how John Deere have got this pipe here? That is their thing for a liquid. So that was their solution for a liquid pipe. This one actually comes with a liquid pipe, so what I should be able to do is just go straight in like that. And then, no, there's meant to be a screw. Maybe that just sits on there. Hang on, let me have a look at this one. Yeah, just sits on there like that. Although my liquid, this is a longer pipe, you really should have your liquid just that little bit poking out the bottom, so we'll see how it goes, but it should be okay. There you go. That is the Maxi point. And that is the John Deere. And the idea is just to see what sort of wear they will both do between now and the end of seeding. So they've got, I don't know, 600 and something hectares to wear now. So we'll just see how they go. We're gonna go and fill him now. He's on his last run of the north-south run lines. So we've got 2 run lines in this paddock. It's got about 16 hectares left. So yeah, we'll fill him. So he'll go up and he's going to get onto his east-west, and then we'll fill him. Now I can't get out to him where he is because that's another spot that's too sandy and I need to gravel. But yeah, what he'll do is he'll transport to the top of Mum's Mid there where we filled him the last couple of times on that gravel pad, and we will fill him there. Now he also said that his liquid system, he's had to increase the flow rate of our hydraulic oil to that because it was starting to get a little, like the rate wasn't coming out correctly. So it could be 2 things. One could be the lack of hydraulic oil maybe to the tractor after having that bit of hydraulic oil leak out after that fitting, which it could be that, but the hydraulic oil level was still fine when we were out there. The second one could be he has a blocked filter. Yeah, who knows what sort of stuff's going through this, and we've started using that old scud, so maybe there's some stuff come through of that. So when we're out there, we're going to take his filter out and we will just check to make sure it's not blocked. So yeah, I'll show you how we do that. got a cool thing how it pushes it up and it stops anything from coming out. So you don't need to tap. There's a few lumps in there, but nothing that would be blocking it. Let's just go and check your hydraulic oil level. If it's low, then if it is still quite low, then maybe we just fill it up. But that shouldn't really have an impact, but yeah. Well, it wasn't blocked, so guess we'll just, like I said, check the hydraulic oil level and just see if we need to adjust it. We'll adjust it. Well, fill it up, I should say. He got 119 hectares on that fill, so it was a it was a good fill, as you guys saw how empty he was. So we're going to get this back to the shed, and then I'm going to go have lunch for a bit because there's no need to fill it, you know, no need to rush. But it's a completely random thing. Myself and a few farmers around here are thinking about doing like an ag trip later this year and go over and see the ag equip machinery field day. So yeah, if drop some suggestions in the comments of, you know, what we should do and go and see and anything like that whilst over there. Good breweries, good pubs, things like that. You know, good alcohol establishments will always keep us entertained. Yeah, let us know. Drop a comment. Just as I was about to get in the ute, Chris gives me a call. Says, do you want to have some fun? You guys remember a couple of videos ago, I was talking about that really long hose. It's about 5-6 meters long that you know, we don't want to have go because it's such a pain to change. Yep, that's got a hole in it. Now it surprises me that that one has a hole in it because that's got such gentle bends. It's not like the other ones. Yeah, this hose is useless, absolutely useless. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go grab a patch and I'm going to patch it, and we're just going to leave it with a patch because I don't want to change a hose. It's too much hose. Rightio, that is our hole there, which surprises me. But you can see just how long this hose is, and it's not a hose that we want to be changing. So we've got a patch, we're going to chuck it on, zip tie it on, send him on his way. Hopefully the other ones don't start doing that as well. This is what the patch is. Piece of hose cut in half, which we will just chuck over the top and zip tie down, and then that'll do. Right, you're good to roll. I don't even think we need to zip tie that. Now you got another patch just there in case you need, and yeah, we'll just keep on patching because we're not changing that until after the season, because it goes through that, under that, across, just no. Yeah. Henry and I have just moved Chris's ute, and Henry's just finished spraying. We've got the rest of that paddock done, and he has also done two of the headlands along the neighbour where the wind was favourable today, which is good. Like I said, that paddock we're going into, each side, north, south, east and west, is surrounded by crop. Two of us, two of the neighbour. So he sprayed the neighbour's side today. He'll get our side tomorrow because the wind is favourable tomorrow, which just worked out amazingly well. The plan with Chris is he's just going to go tonight till he gets to the rock. He's still got 50 something hectares left on board, and it's currently nearly 5 o'clock. There's no point in me going out and trying to fill him at, I don't know, by the time he'd need a fill it'd be like 8:30, I think, 8 o'clock. So there's no point doing that. He's going around really fiddly stuff at the moment. So he'll pull up when he gets there. I'll fill him in the morning, and then he's got the rock to do, which is where we go out to get the stuff like the scud, and you know, it's where everything goes to die basically. All the metal goes to die. It is very time consuming doing that. There's a lot of trees, there's a lot of rock piles, there's a dam, small runs. It's not something I want him doing at night. If my adaptive curves was working in that machine, then it wouldn't be too bad because it would just drive him around and I wouldn't worry about it. But when it is not working and it's just him going around it for the first time, it's that's a no-go. That's I don't want him to try and do that. So with that, we will we'll leave the video there because we're not going to be doing anything else. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.